On this show, you'll see guitars from all major manufacturers and small bench luthiers. I've had the pleasure of reviewing over 500 acoustic guitars, and in each review I play the same songs, recorded the same way, so you can compare the sound of any guitar I've ever reviewed. I'm Tony Policastro. Welcome to Acoustic Guitar Heaven. So I'm not actually going to review any guitars today. I'm going to review a guitar capo, and I'll tell you which one in a second. This is actually part one of my 6-part capo buyer's guide. And I think it's interesting to think of buying a capo because usually the scenario plays out like this. You go to the store, you buy a guitar, sales guy says you're going to need a capo, throws one in your case, and away you go. No thought, no real research done, just you have a capo and life is good. But if you actually consciously try to shop for a capo, there are literally hundreds, maybe even thousands out there, but if you type in guitar capo on Amazon, you're going to get pages and pages of capos. So what I've done is I've narrowed it down to 6 based on popular Amazon reviews as well as my own personal experience with each of these capos. And I think what you'll find is that there's 3 basic criteria that I look for. The first is functionality, essentially how well does it do its job. The second is ergonomics, how easy is it to put on, take off, etc. And then third, it's durability. Is it going to last? So taking all of those things into account, I'd like to share with you my first capo on my list, and that is the Kyser Quick Change Capo. This capo is probably the most, dare I say, the most popular capo because in my opinion, it's probably the easiest to use. Now capos, we're not talking rocket science here, but literally this is like a clamp. You just squeeze it and it opens and you put it on your guitar. I like to use my right hand to put this particular capo on. And I'm going to place it on the second fret here just so you guys can see what it looks like as it's on the guitar here. And let me tell you what I like about this particular capo. First of all, as I mentioned, it's very, very easy to use. In terms of functionality, it does its job very, very well and pretty easily. I mean, I put it on in a matter of seconds. It's easy to take on, or it's easy to put on, it's easy to take off. Second is that it's built like a tank. It's built like an absolute tank. You can drop it, you can throw it around, and it will continue to do its job well. In fact, what's really nice about these clamping style capos is if you take it off and you don't want to lose it, you can just put it right on your headstock. So it's convenient in that regard as well. Here's one of the things that I don't necessarily love about this capo, and I think it's just a function of it's kind of this give-take. In certain respects, this capo is phenomenal. In other respects, I wish it would do things better, and one of those things is it doesn't have any way to adjust tension. Meaning, once you place it on, I'm just going to reposition it here. Once you place it on, it may knock your guitar out of tune because the clamping power is actually pretty great on these capos. It's a pretty hefty spring that's in there. So that's one of the things that I don't particularly love about this capo, but again, it's the nature of the beast. It's a give-take kind of a thing. The second thing is its size. While it is easy to use, and part of its ease of use is related to the fact that the handle or the clamp handle is right there, that's the same very thing I don't like about it because it's very large, and as I'm playing, it's just visually distracting. And I'm not trying to be nitpicky. I think Kyser's, again, a fantastic capo, but these are 2 things I think that you should consider when looking at it. Not something you would, again, when you're shopping for a capo, these thoughts don't go through your mind, so I just wanted to highlight those here. So my first pick, again, for ease of use and durability is the Kyser Quick Change Capo. These usually run around $20 to $30 depending on where you get it. You can click the link below. There's current pricing. There's a link that'll take you to the current pricing on the Kyser Quick Change Capo. And thanks for checking it out. It's just a killer capo and essentially a tool you're absolutely going to need. I really hope you dug that review and found it useful. As you can see, I am a complete guitar geek. Anything guitar at all, I'm very much interested in. In fact, what I'm very focused on right now is finding out this connection, almost, digging into what drives people to play guitar, what drives people to practice guitar. And in working with a bunch of in-person students as well as thousands of online students, I've discovered that there are 6 distinct guitar practice personality types. Now, your guitar practice personality type, or your GPP if you want to use an acronym, it's almost like a key that unlocks the most efficient practice you can possibly have because it streamlines your focus into things that most resonate with you. Finding out your GPP will allow me to suggest practice methods that really will benefit you based on, again, your personality type, your guitar practice personality. So what I want you to do is click the link below, and it's going to take you to a quiz, a short quiz that will ask you some really fun questions about guitar practice. And then at the end, you'll find out what your guitar practice personality type is. And this is a great step in the right direction if you want to maximize the awesomeness of your practice.